Welcome back to the N4 Learning channel. So we've got a MAC36NL controller. It's an RS controller, so it's got two COM ports. I'm going to show you how to add the COM ports on. We'll have one COM port as Modbus RTU, and we'll have the other COM port as a BACnet, I think. So let's start doing that. So go to drivers, go new, and let's select Modbus. So we don't want MBus, we want Modbus async network. Go OK, leave it as a default. So no port selected for Modbus communication, you can see that there. So let's right click that, views AX property sheet, and then open up the serial port, and we'll have COM1. We'll have it 9600, 8, 1 and none. If sometimes with meters you might need to put it to even if it's electric meters, but we'll leave it at none. And if you're talking to ISMA.io, I normally set it at baud rate 115200, but let's put this back to 96. So it's still down at the moment. We go save, and that's a COM port done. So COM port 1 is 9600 baud, and it's Modbus, so that's RS485 Modbus. Now let's go and do the COM port 2 as a BACnet driver. So new and BAC network, OK, leave it default. Now with this you've got to dive into it a little bit further, and it only gives you the IP port. So let's just set up the IP port for now. Local device, so we'll give it a number. Let's give it a number of 1. Save, but it can be any number. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a problem that. Let's go save there. And the location, if you want to put the location in, if someone's discovering it, just put MAC36NL controller in MCC panel. Save that. And now the IP still won't be working yet, so we need to select the network for the IP, the adapter. So let's do for Ethernet 0 and go save, and then right click the IP port, actions, and enable. So now that can now search for network on the IP port. Now I don't know if I've got anything connected on IP, so let's just discover. So it's looking for network 1, and it will discover any BACnet devices if we have any BACnet devices on the network, and I don't think we do, but let's see what comes up. Yes, so I've got my house controller there on that IP address, so I can bring that in, and that's I need to bring the points in for that. So see what points we've got, discover the points, and there is nothing there to discover, only the local object. I can bring that in anyway, drag and drop it. Right, so now we want to do the MSTP. So I'll go to my palette, type in BAC, select BACnet, go to network ports. This is, some people get messed up with this. See the MSTP port there? So I'm going to put that into the network, and then I'm going to select a number for it. So let's have that as network number 2, and we can't use COM1 because we're using that for MSTP. So COM2, again we can set the baud rate to whatever we want to, but I'm just going to leave that at save there. So now when I do a BAC network search, so discover, let me just probably not enabled it, enabled now. So true, OK, now do a discover. I've got 1 and 2 now. Now I know nothing's connected to 2, so I can go OK, it's going to discover, and it's just going to find the house one on the IP one. It's not going to find anything on COM2 because I've got no wires connected into it on the RS485. So that's how you set up your COM1 and COM2. I'll tell you what we'll do while we're still doing this one, or should I leave it to another? I'll leave it to another video where we do the trend driver. We'll actually install a trend driver into the system. So we'll leave that as it is, and this can just be a nice short video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, can you subscribe please for me? Thank you.